Good morning. Veronica here with Authorized Vac and Sew in Fresno, California. And welcome to Thumbs Up Thursday. We have a new session and a great new speaker, a great new guest. But I wanted to tell you about a few things first, okay? First, I want to announce our winner for the shared. So we had a contest basically. If you shared this, and I'm going to do it again. I'm going to do another $50 gift card. So if you share this, you're going to be entered to win a $50 gift card next week when we do our Thumbs Up Thursday, okay? So, but the winner of the shared from last week is Mary Lamel. Mary Lamel, congratulations. Thank you so much for sharing. We appreciate that. So share this live to all your friends, and you could win a $50 gift card next week as well. I wanted to tell you also that this week we have changed the word. So thumbs up is not going to qualify you to win at this point. Now it's a new word, and I'm going to be announcing it after my special guest's presentation. And you will have a certain amount of time to put in my new word, but you don't know what the new word is yet. So you have to listen to the whole thing. It's not that bad. Okay. So please listen to all of this. I think that it's really cool that these special guests are coming on and sharing their knowledge about the products that we sell here. And some of you may own it. Some of you may need to own it. And it's a really good deal. So all of the Thumbs Up Thursdays are always extra. So if you are listening right now, if you're tuned in and you own an embroidery machine, you're really going to want to hear this. Okay, so please stay tuned and listen to the presentation. Okay, before we do that though, we have, for my locals, we have 3 upcoming classes coming up. I'm excited about them and I wanted to share that with you, okay? The first one I want to tell you about is this adorable baby rag quilt. I don't know if you can you see it really good? Look how cute the little scalloped edges are. And guess who's teaching it? Our rope bowl instructor, Denise. Yeah, you guys all love her, and she made this up herself. It's really cute. It's a nice size too. So you've got your front and your back. Very cuddly and a great gift to give. So this is going to be, this class is coming up, and it is Baby Rag Quilt. It's $99. But it's 2 sessions, and it's coming up June 19th and June 20th. So these are June classes, and you'll want to get involved in. So anyway, look how cute.
Soft flannel.
What little baby would not want something like this, okay? So the next one I want to talk about are the Poppins bags. Miss Judy's going to be teaching these Poppins bags, and I have 2 sizes because there's 3 different sizes. This is the largest, and then this is the medium, and then there's a small. So I believe you can do any one of these bags, any one of the sizes. We have all of the patterns here and the stays, the pretty zippers. We have all of that here for you. And when you sign up for the class, you'll get a 10% discount on all of that. But what's cool about this bag is that it has metal stays in it. So the top is just super sturdy. This bag is actually just very sturdy. Has great pockets in it. And then you can even put like a extra piece on the back. So if you travel with it, you can put that right on your travel luggage. So these bags are great gifts. What is this? Almost June. I mean, we need to get started on our holiday gifts and all of that. So I think that these Poppins bags would be really cool as gifts. Great to travel. People just love these bags. This is the medium size one. Really, really cute. So then the next thing, the last class, so Poppins bag is $199, and it starts June 8th. Oh, it's coming up. June 8th, 9th, and 12th.
Next week.
Yep, next week. So with Judy, and she's a great, great teacher. So I think y'all will love that. This bag right here, we've already taught this. This is backed by popular demand. This is called the boho bag. It's 100% embroidered. So like all of these pieces right here have been embroidered in the hoop, and then we sew them together. Okay, you can make it smaller, you can make it larger. We show you this is the largest size. Barbie will be teaching this. And you'll need to bring your embroidery machine, so it's not machine and specific. This design is by Anita Good Designs, and it's in all formats. And this class is only $99, and it starts June 21st, and then we'll assemble it together in August, because it'll take you a little while to embroider all these squares. But what a gorgeous bag you'll have. Isn't that beautiful? All of that is 100% embroidered. So I figured I'd tell you about those classes before we hop on with my special guest.
I'm seeing a lot of thumbs up, so if you want to remind them.
Oh, you're seeing lots of thumbs ups?
Yeah.
They can still say thumbs up. The problem is it just won't enter them into the contest. So because there's a new word. But thank you for the thumbs up, because that's exactly what this is. So that's cool. All right. So, and we have shared. Awesome. That's what we're looking for. Yep. Any comments yet? Anybody say that how beautiful these little 3 projects are, and they were excited about coming to class?
Kathy said, I made that big bag, but didn't make it as tall. I love it.
Oh, nice. Kathy Hilton. Oh, yeah, you did, Kathy? Wow, she's done a lot of stuff. I love that. She loves to embroider so much. She loves those in the hoop projects. So, okay, so now we're going to jump on to our special guest. His name is Trevor Conquergood. He is a big name in our industry because he is a software developer, and he develops all this awesome software with his team that we can use with our embroidery machines. And I'm going to let him show you, because there is it's not a new software, but it's a software that a lot of people don't know about, that I think is important to share with you because the price point is so good. And I think anybody could own this. And if you own an embroidery machine and you don't have software in some format like this, then you're really missing out, because that's like the other piece of your machine. You've got your embroidery machine, and then you need software. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and introduce you to Mr. Trevor. Hi.
Hi, Veronica. Thank you so much. I'm so excited.
I'm excited. I just love you, Trevor. I think you do such a great job for our industry, and you give us all the fun toys that make our machines work.
Veronica, sign me up for that boho embroidery bag. That's awesome. I love it.
Awesome?
I love it. Yeah, I love embroidery. I know. I mean, I've been doing embroidery for 40 years, and the software is my favorite part. And I love that you said anybody that owns an embroidery machine needs to have software. They go together, and that's exactly right. I know that. And Fusion is the Floriani software that I would recommend for a new owner. I know that FTCU is the kind of like Cadillac for most Floriani owners, but Fusion is our really awesome software that really is a great place to begin. And like you said, it is a great price point. It's only $7.99. You guys have it on sale right now. And
$799.
Yeah, that's a really amazing price for, I think, what I thought I could show you guys is, I know everybody's collecting embroidery designs, right? Like at least 1 or 2 designs they've got collected. And I know most people are laughing because they have hundreds and sometimes thousands. And I think more than anything, what people want to do is be able to repurpose their designs, open them up, change them, use them in different ways, take the bird off the branch, put it on a birdhouse. And so I thought that's what we could talk about today, editing what you got, getting more out of the designs that you've already bought. That's
exactly. I love that. So I'm going to turn it over to you, Mr. Trevor.
You're going to turn it over to me. So I'm going to hold on. I'm going to go to my Floriani software. And so if you bring that up, you should see the Floriani Fusion software. And one of the things I love, Veronica, is that I can browse. So see on the right-hand side, there's this little tab that says browse, and it shows me all the locations of my computer. I have my own library for my own designs, and all I have to do is click on like whatever folder I want to see. And these are the designs, and they're nice and pictorial. So it's like you get beautiful images of the designs when you're browsing your embroidery collections. And if you find something that you want to make embroidery from, you just click and drag to bring it onto your sort of workspace like that. Now, I usually turn on 3D so I can kind of get a little bit of an idea of what it looks like. And I often use the sewing simulator just to understand how it's going to stitch out, right? I can watch it embroider on my screen. You can even watch it embroider backwards if you want to. I know that's kind of silly, but I really enjoy that, because when the machine stops and says the next color is yellow, I kind of like to know what it is, and is it the yellow for his horn, or is it the yellow in the hair, or could it be separated? And so really that's the first thing. And then there's the colors in general. And I know a lot of times, we want to have them in specific colors, and I could very easily just click on the color pink and then scroll through, my color palette. Right now I have it set for like the Floriani threads. And so I can scroll through. There are literally 360 colors in our palette, but you could change to any thread brand. And so if you're buying different brands of thread, maybe you've got the beautiful embellished thread, right? Then you can get up the embellished matte thread collection. And so now my colors at the bottom are a whole different color palette. And if I click on this color pink, then I'll change just that color pink. So notice my design, it says it's got Floriani yellow and Floriani white, but an embellish pink for the, this pink color. Well, if you click on the color yellow, it will find you the closest match in your matte palette. And if you just want to convert your whole design over, there's a button right here. You just click on it and you choose whatever thread brand you want. So if you're collecting any of these thread brands, so I'll tell it to do the whole design in the embellish matte thread. And so it finds the closest match, and now they're all listed and embellished. So I know colors are important to people, and changing the colors is important and all that. I also think we like to resize our designs. And if I'm going to resize it, I need to give, it depends on if you want the software to make new stitches, because ideally, if you're going to make it bigger or smaller, you'd like the software to generate new stitches and like maintain the original density. And right now, it's not going to change the stitching unless I right click and ask it to convert this design into an outline design. And that's a little bit of magic, Veronica, because what I just did was allow the software to make changes to this design. In other words, if I click to select it all, and I just want to point out that it has 2,267 stitches, it tells me at the top of the screen. But if I click and drag to make it bigger, notice that it now has 3,170 stitches. And so that's kind of a cool thing, that you can actually resize your embroidery designs to make them different sizes, and the software will generate new stitches and literally maintain the original density of the design. And speaking of density, Veronica, a lot of times I see people saying that they found overly dense embroidery, and I could come in here and select this fill and look to the properties box, and it tells me the current density setting, and I could change it in here if I wanted to make it, less density. But the coolest thing of all is there's a button for that, right? If I just sort of select the whole design and then click right here, it's called the density optimizer. And when I click on the button, now it's like, okay, if you think this design is a little heavy, you can change that. So it's got satin density, the pattern fill density, and I can change them differently. If you think, well, the satin density is a little bit heavy, I'll do 90%, but the pattern fill seemed a little bit heavier, I'll do 80%, and it's the same thing with the stitch length. You can make them longer or shorter. So if you're like, I wish the run stitches were a little longer, make it 120%. And when you're done and you click OK, notice that it's 3,120 stitches. And when I say OK, that goes down, and now it's 2,736. And so there's cool tools that you can do to be able to really edit the designs that you own. And you might be like, why is there this outline around it? I don't want that. Delete, get rid of that. And then you can go shopping for more designs, and you're like, I want to do the rainbow star with my cool little unicorn. And so I can select that rainbow star. I could rotate it to be, any size that you want it to. I could like overlap the two designs kind of like this. And then, you probably don't want that little blue outline on the rainbow star. So same thing, just delete it. But here's the coolest part, because when I put them together, a lot of times we're like, well, I don't really want those white stitches to be kind of underneath that pink. See where there's that overlapping area there? And so this is where I think it's really cool, because I can click on that pink color and I can right click and I can ask it to remove any overlap stitches from underneath. And there's like an allowed amount. So if you want to have a certain amount of overlap between your colors, which is something I love to teach about, why you would do that, then the idea is you have a setting, you can choose it, but when I say okay, it actually cleans up. And if you watch the white stitch out now, look how the stitches have been removed where that pink area was over top. And so it removes the bulk of it, is basically the point. So those are just some of the things, Veronica. Like, I know that editing designs is part of it. But I also love to create, and I can click on new, and you can have as many workspaces open as you want. And we have tools in here that allow you to do things like, here, draw an ellipse, right? Or, create a shape, or take a pencil and a drawing tool and either click, click, click to draw your lines, or you can use the pen mode and like click and drag to literally draw like freehand just with your mouse like that. All of these things that I drew are artwork shapes. And if I click on them, down at the bottom are different styles of embroidery that I could convert them into run stitch. If I turn on 3D, you'll kind of see now that those are artwork, but this is actually embroidery. And I've now created an embroidery run stitch of an ellipse. I know it's not a big deal, but the idea is I could change it to a motif fill, or a motif outline, or a steel stitch outline. I could make it a satin stitch fill, or a standard fill, or a fancy fill. I could make it a motif fill, and now the background gets decorated by a cool pattern. And no matter what you choose, you come to the properties box to select the different patterns that are available. And so this is the concept, that it's artwork-based embroidery. Now, I know that I don't draw very great with my, skills, but I'm a good tracer, and I'm also good. If you have a picture here, I clicked on the wrong button. These are simple shapes. If you want to work with the bear, you could take your bear and just click on one button and make it an applique bear, or click on one button and make it a filled in bear. I could also kind of select everything on my screen and delete it all, and then get a picture. And what I mean by a picture is like, look at this cute little puppy dog. But when it's a picture, like it's made up of pixels. Can you see them? See that, Veronica? There's like no shapes here. So I've got a picture, like a JPEG or a bitmap image, like a BMP or a PNG. I could use my pencil and trace these shapes, but there's also this cool magic wand here, which will auto trace them. So I can just click on his ears, and then let me just hide the image. See what it did? It traced his ears. And now I can select on those shapes, take my select tool and convert them into embroidery, and click on a color, what color I want them to be. And so it's really easy to create your own embroidery. Let's put the picture back on. If you wanted to make these into applique instead of doing a fill, you would tell it it's an applique. And now the software puts in the run stitch. So this one's still a fill, but this one over here, it'll do a run stitch around it, and the machine will stop, and you'll place your fabric, and then it'll do a trim around line, and then it will do a satin cover. Sometimes I like to do blanket edges for my appliques, and that's here in your properties box. You can take control of the applique, and you would be really impressed with how many ways I can control the applique. And it's kind of small piece, to be honest, to do an applique, and maybe is decide you want to fill it in with thread. If you already have artwork, and when I say artwork, Veronica, what I mean is these are shapes that are, once I've traced them, they're what I call artwork. And if you already have the artwork for the puppy, like on the internet, there's lots of artwork available. When I say artwork, I mean vector artwork. So now look at the puppy. This time when I open the puppy up, he's made up of shapes. You know, it's still an image, it's artwork, it's not an embroidery design, it's more like an SVG image. If I click on that, I can click on fill, you know, so now the shapes are there. Nobody has to trace them. I just have to convert them into embroidery like this. So it's very easy to do. So one of the things that you might want to do is, so let's just finish this up quick here. Fill in his eye. The little black spots of the eye, I probably use a satin stitch instead of a sort of a standard fill like that. So I'm clicking on the satin stitch tool. Same thing with his nose. Maybe that's a flat, you know, standard fill like that. But his mouth looks really small to me. So I'm going to click on it and just make it a little bit bigger. You know, it seemed just sort of like it was almost going to be missing in the design. And I'll fill that in as well. If you'd like to do a satin fill, you click on satin fill and it does a satin fill. Really, the difference between satin and pattern fill is that there's no kind of steps in between. It's just the stitches on the edges. Even the little white dots could be done, right? You just click on those little white dots and then click on your little satin fill tool. And so basically you've made your embroidery design. And there's one last thing, and then I'm going to stop because there's so much I could show. The auto digitizing wizard, the text tool. I didn't even get to show the beautiful built-in fonts. But the tool that I think is really cool is here, Veronica, and then I'll stop. It's called Save to Sew. And if I click on Save to Sew, it asks me, what do you want to sew it on? Because, you know, oftentimes we don't know, you know, we only, what am I trying to say? The software, let's just pick one. So you come in here and you choose, I'm going to put it on a t-shirt, or I'm going to put it on a denim shirt, or I'm going to put it on a fleece or something. And so if I choose fleece, then the option is to allow the software to make changes to the design. And so the benefit is I might not know the best underlay to choose or the best density to choose. I can even do this to my purchase designs, Veronica. I can open up a design, run it through Save to Sew, and let the software analyze the design. So I click next, and then it gives me the stabilizer suggestion. So this is like a recipe. Hey, Trevor, if you're sewing on fleece, hoop up Floriani Perfect Stick Stabilizer and stick the item down. And then don't forget to use a topper, the Floriani Heat and Gun. And if you're like, what the heck's that all about? You can click here to get the product info. And I know that Veronica has all of these at Authorized Sewing and Back. They have all the Floriani stabilizers there. They have the Floriani threads there. When I click finish, it asks me if I want to save the design. I don't have to save it, but it did make changes to it. And if I just show you, like, I'll just click off my 3D. So look at the ear. And if I'm just going to hit undo. So originally, when I made the design, it had sort of one layer of underlay. But when I told it it was going on fleece, you can see the program made changes. And so not only did it tell me how to embroider it, and here, this is cool. Here, let's get rid of the second dog. Look in my notes area, all of those notes about how to stabilize it have been put into the notes. If you do like a printed embroidery instruction page right now, all that sewing, like fabric information gets included in your printed instructions. And I'm telling you, Veronica, there's really so much that you can do with the Fusion software. And isn't that a cute little puppy dog? Or
Oh my gosh.
my little rainbow unicorn, and it goes on. I know. I have fun. Software's my thing. Can I tell them one more thing? We have
Yes.
an amazing website that is full of training, you guys. When you go on the RNK Software Club website, there are a whole section of videos for it. In fact, can I just show that to them? And
Yes,
the
please
other thing
do.
that's really cool about it is you get, so let me do that. I closed my screen. So let me just turn it back on again. The reason I say this, Veronica, is because the RNK Software Club has a whole section of the website. So note, we have a lot of programs. I told you that, and it's this one right here that we're talking about today, Floriani Fusion. You guys are welcome to come and check it out. There's amazing videos in here. Just click on here to see the training videos. There's a user manual. You can click to download the software. If you buy it from Veronica, one of the coolest things is we are going to do a special. Oh, I lost my screen again. Just put me back on screen again and I'll talk it out.
This is important.
I have arranged to do a special training for you guys, right? So if you buy Floriani Fusion from Authorized Sewing anytime between now and later than June, we wrote it down. It was Tuesday, June the 27th. We'll do a private Zoom training. And anybody who buys this program, we will get together and I'll help you guys with some of the sort of most important things to learn. And you'll also find out that there's an entire workshop. If you buy the Fusion software, you get an entire set of 12 classes that are, you can download them all and they're all training with me. And so, but that very special class, Veronica, I don't normally do that. I'm just doing it for Veronica and Ralph because I love those guys and I love Authorized Sewing and I love coming to Fresno. Oh my goodness! Remember,
and they're going to get yes.
I love Fresno, you guys. So
thank you, and they're going to get 2 hours with you,
right?
With the purchase of this Fusion for $799. Trevor, I got to tell you, how cool is it that we can buy a software for $799 and digitize and have that saved to sew? You can make your own embroidery designs. That's what a lot of people want to do when they buy an embroidery machine.
I think a lot of times they just aren't sure how to stabilize. And even if you just want to open up a design and say, how do I stabilize? Even if that's all you did with it, I think that's a really helpful tool.
I mean, that save to sew is, he came off. He's off. Where's Trevor? I'm just going to tell you right now, that save to sew though is worth the $799. Just that one component alone is worth the $799. I think we might have lost Trevor. So he already did his job. So we're so grateful for him. Oh, he might come back on. Okay. Is he coming back on? Because I would hate to not be able to say goodbye. He's such a big name in the industry, but I will tell you, let's go back real quick. Am I on still too?
Yeah, you're on.
Oh, okay. For $799, this Fusion has never been offered at that price ever before. So if you have not been able to get software because, the higher price point in the thousands is just too much for you, I'm telling you, this software is going to be great. And with Trevor. Oh, hi, Trevor.
I don't know where I went. I just went somewhere.
This software with Trevor's 2-hour private Zoom class. I mean, if one person buys it, he said he's still going to do the Zoom class. If 10 people buy it, 10 people are going to be in this 2-hour private class with Trevor at no additional cost.
Ask me all the questions you like.
That's really, really cool. And then in addition to that, I have to tell you that at our store, Trevor, and you know this too, we have a resident Floriani expert. Well, she doesn't call herself an expert, but she's a great instructor. So, and it's Barbie, and she sits with people one-on-one all the time and teaches them how to digitize. So that comes with the purchase as well.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
And don't forget to tell them about, there's wonderful opportunities to come into your store and meet some of our amazing Floriani educators.
Oh my gosh, we almost forgot about that, didn't we? Oh,
you often have amazing and I know that you have in the future some events, right?
Yes, we have DJ Anderson coming. He's coming. What's the dates on that?
That's September. Let me double check. We have the link in the description.
DJ Anderson. Who is DJ Anderson?
He is the software master. DJ is one of our national Floriani educators. He's on our software development team. DJ worked with Walter to develop the Floriani software from the very beginning, you guys. He knows it from the ground up. He's an amazing person and a very talented digitizer. And when you own Floriani, you want to meet all the Floriani people you can. So you guys are going to love it. And make sure you sign up for that event. It's
September
going to be great.
29th with DJ Anderson and Judy.
So September 29th or 30th, right? I believe it's yeah, you can choose. It's an all-day lecture demo. It's all lecture demo. And you're going to be with DJ Anderson and Judy Fredenberg. And Judy is amazing as well. Yeah. So it's $39.99. It includes lunch as well. If it doesn't, then it does now. And so anyway, yeah, $39.99 to come spend the day. You don't have to own the software to come. You want to come if you want to learn more about getting the right software for you, because he'll touch on all of it basically, and then you'll know for sure exactly what you want. But in the meanwhile, you purchase this Fusion $799, you're going to get a trade-in on the Fusion towards the purchase of the Total Control U Universal Bundle. So by coming to that, so if you start here, if you start here, don't feel like, oh my gosh, I want to wait for that event. This deal is for limited time for $799.
What's really cool, is that if you own any of the Floriani programs and you get another one, they open together. So there are other programs, and then you can sort of learn all about them. But Fusion is really, if you're just getting started with embroidery and you have an embroidery machine, this is a very cool program that does a really lot of great stuff, auto digitizing, tons of fonts, and just editing your designs like that. And the save to sew, right? So it's a great start with Floriani. And then if you decide later you want to do Sketch-a-Stitch, that's a fun one that you can add for just a few $100s. And then they'll add together, and then you'll have both. And so I can't wait to have that special Zoom class. And so I hope lots of people participate. I look forward to meeting you guys. I'll be able to answer your questions. I'll be able to help you find more resources on learning more. And it'll be fun. I promise.
Jadine says, tell me more about your club.
Jadine wants to know, we have a question. Can you tell us more about your club?
So the Floriani Club is where anybody who owns Floriani software comes to the website and watches the videos. So it's like a place where you're going to find training. There's a support button. I will tell you guys that you can literally phone our office with a toll-free number. And what's amazing about that is an actual human being answers the phone at Floriani. There's no menu, push 1, push 2. And if you need I don't know that there's many companies in the world that sell software that allow you to call in for support like that. But we have a great software support ticket system as well. And so I hope that's what they're asking me about, the RNK Software Club, because that's the website that I showed, with where you're going to click on Fusion, and that's basically where you go to download the program. So you'll be able to get the latest version, make sure it's all up to date, and you can find out more.
And they can join the club with the Fusion as well too.
Absolutely,
correct?
Yes, it's automatic.
Okay.
So if you own the Fusion, you're automatically a member of the club. And so thank you very much, you guys. And then you'll find out that I have my workshop, and you'll get to be part of that as well. And so there's, like I said, 12 really awesome classes for the Fusion program, and they're included with the purchase as well. So, and then the very special personal class to just help answer questions and make sure you got it installed properly and you're good and go. And thank you so much, Veronica. I can't wait to come back to Authorize. I'll get back there and meet you guys in person.
This is why we sell Floriani, because of all the support that you all offer to our customers along with us. We feel like that's just such a wonderful partnership, and we're very grateful for you coming up with all these awesome things. The Fusion, where you can digitize and create your own designs. You have that Save to Sew in there, where it tells you what type of stabilizer. I can't tell you how many times they come in here all the time, and we're happy to help them and tell them what stabilizer, but in their own home. and they have their arsenal of stabilizers there. This is going
Right.
to tell you what to use. Very cool. I love it.
How do
Trevor,
they buy
thank you
it?
so
Like,
much
do
for
they just
sharing.
call the store, or are you
Oh,
gonna have a link
just,
or
oh yeah.
something on the?
There's a link right
There'll
below
be a
this,
link with
and
our
they can
video. They
click
can
on
buy it.
that.
Cool.
They
So
can
you
click
guys
on
can
that
find it.
for the classes that I talked about today. They can click on that for the software. Yeah, everything's all linked right below this. So just
If
click
they
on
have
that link.
questions, can they call the store or something like that?
Heck yeah.
Yeah, call in.
559-439-2560. Give us a call. We're
Perfect.
so happy to help everybody. Yeah,
Thank you. Well, thank
definitely.
you for having me. I love
Will you stay?
Authorized.
Do you want to stay on? We're going to
Sure.
show our
Yeah.
road. Oh, we're going to show something.
I'm with you.
Almost.
Almost. I almost slipped up. I've got another little guest here that's going to show us something that launched today. And you
Oh,
might be
excited.
interested in seeing this. It's really
Yeah.
cool. Yeah, because this is another artist that's coming on right now. It's just going to take us a few minutes, but come on in, Cindy.
Hello, everyone. Nice to see you, Trevor.
Yes, indeed.
Thanks for all that great information. Oh my gosh.
You're
Now
welcome.
I know what I can do when I play with that software.
Yeah, because you just got an embroidery machine.
I did. Floriani Fusion is going to be in my arsenal, that's for sure.
Thank
Well,
you.
I'm so excited to announce today, and all the quilt shops in the United States and Canada,
Not all of them.
well, some of them, participating
Participating
ones,
ones,
are
yes.
kicking off the row by row experience, which is come back after COVID. You know, we had a little stop there, but years ago I used to collect these, and what it is a row by row is designed so you can put this row in with a quilt. So what it is, it just started today. You can collect different rows, and if you put 8 of them together and make a quilt, front, back, binding, and bring it in, you'll win a prize.
You could win a prize. Yeah, it's like the first one
It's-
that comes in with it, and if it
Yeah.
has our row
If
in
it has our row in it, you can win a prize.
Yeah.
So I was excited when Veronica told me about that it was coming out. I said, okay, I have to design something for us. And it's a summer theme. So I thought, what's better for summer than watermelon, right? And maybe some ants at a picnic. So I designed this row by row, and it's available. There,
Oh, it's
I'm trying to find it. Yeah.
awesome. Beautiful.
Yes. And I happened to see in your design too, Trevor, that you have a watermelon piece in there. So if you get this, yeah, you can get our kit, but you could put a watermelon from your designs in here very easily. So you could do some embroidery on this, and you're welcome to do that.
That's cool.
These kits will be available online.
They are, yes, they're available.
They
online
are
now.
right now.
You can
So-
click on the link below
Oh,
to get this blog.
See, there you go. So we have these available. They are so cute. It was so fun to design. I love doing
It
art.
turned out
so
beautiful.
It was so cute.
It's really
Yeah,
isn't it?
cute.
Yes, really,
Love
really
it.
cool.
I just love designing it. So in addition to that, if you walk into any quilt shop that's part of the participating quilt shops, you can get a free pattern. It won't have all the fabric in it, but you can come in and get a free pattern. You can take it home and use your scraps or whatever. But it's nice to have the kit because you get the watermelon piece. You know, it makes it really right on.
Wait, real
Oh.
quick. I forgot to do something.
Uh-oh.
Before we show them this, guess what the word is that you need to start typing in?
Yes.
Guess what the word is?
It's got to be something to do with summer.
fusion.
Oh, fusion.
Yep, you can start putting that word in to get entered to win the $50 gift card because you listen to the
Okay.
whole
Thank you
spiel,
very much.
shebang.
Spiel.
It's called fusion. Okay, and you just type in the word fusion. Oh, I already see Gloria did it.
Thank you very
Sandy,
much.
yeah,
Love you
put in
guys.
fusion, and that enters you to win the $50 gift card. The word
All right.
fusion,
20 entries
Fusion. Oh, wow, very cool. Okay, so
Okay.
now we'll tell them about
All right.
this, and we'll give them time to type.
Yeah. So in addition to the rows that the quilt shops are offering, some of them have already come up with a license plate. If anybody's done a row by row before, they also do a license plate. So I designed this one. This is So Summer, and look
Aw.
who's on there.
Summer.
Can you see it? Summer. Yes. So I said it's perfect. We have to do so summer and put summer on there.
Love it.
So we offer this one as well. You can purchase a license plate, and a lot of participants will put these on the back of their quilt. And it's kind of fun to collect them. So
Yeah.
these are collectors, and the row by rows are collectors as well,
So the kit is only $29.99.
which is really good price.
$29.99. It includes all the fabric
And the
for-
Google eyes. So you'll see some Google eyes on
Oh,
here
yeah.
too. So you get the Google
You
eyes
get 3
too.
Google eyes. So this was designed by Cindy. We thank you so much for making
Oh,
our
yes.
row this year. You made it so cool.
I love it.
And we've already had so many people, but we only have so many kits.
Yes.
So
And if you come in today, you'll get some watermelon
you're
cookies
gonna get watermelon cookies
and
and
cupcakes.
cupcakes. So you guys got to come see us today. Come get this. We're able to sell it now. It
Yes.
started June 1st. Or click on the link and you can
Yes.
purchase it on our website.
It ends August 31st. So you have to make your quilt before August 31st.
Yes.
But it's a limited time. So come on in and get your kits.
And when you're traveling around this year, you know, a lot
Yeah.
of people travel and they'll stop in different shops
Yeah.
and they will purchase their kits or they will, pick up the pattern because you can get the free pattern just by coming in the store.
Right.
It doesn't come with the kit, but on our website, you can purchase the kit and the pattern comes in it already. So
When
that's the way you do
When
that.
I did it in 2017, I believe, my husband and I went up to Oregon and we stopped all the different quilt shops and picked up the kits. And it's a
It just
fun
makes
thing
it
to
kind
do.
of fun.
It is.
Yeah,
a lot
makes
of
it
fun.
kind of fun.
So, Trevor, we can use your
I love it.
Floriani Fusion for this too.
Okay. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
I love it. Thank you, Trevor, for staying on. And
My
I think
pleasure.
let's go ahead and announce our winner.
Yes.
How many do we have? How many entries do we have?
We have 59.
Whoa! All right. Okay.
Chance.
Ready?
Wait, they
Oh,
can
wait.
say fusion one more time.
Put in
Hurry,
fusion.
hurry.
Put in the word fusion.
Fusion.
I should have said fusion for $799. My goodness, you guys are giving
That's
this
a-
away.
That's a steal. All right.
Let's see.
Okay, we're good. Oh, someone got a kit already. All right.
Oh, yeah,
I
did you
love
see
it.
that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ready to go?
Ready?
Oh, here
Yeah,
we go.
Okay. Here we go.
Wow.
Ta-da.
Oh my gosh, look at all those people. Wow. I'm so happy
wonderful.
you guys are watching. Thank you so
Yes.
much.
Denise
Denise
Gaston.
Gaston. All right.
All right.
Denise, congratulations. You won a $50 gift card. If you guys would like to win another $50 gift card, make sure you share
Share.
this.
Share
this whole
Share it and comment share.
share it and
Comment
comment
shared.
shared so we know that you did it. I think we can tell if they did it too.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So anyway, yeah, please share. I think
That's
that this was such great information that you shared with us today, Trevor. So
Thank
I
you.
think it would be really cool if
Yeah.
they shared it with their friends. Okay.
See you guys in
Thank you
June
so much.
27th.
Thumbs up Thursday. We'll see you next Thursday.